been working on this for a long time, over a year, but here we are. This is my first YouTube video. This is a channel that's going to be centered around mental health, and then just kind of like my lifestyle. It'll just be a mental health themed channel that is kind of centered around my lifestyle and the things that I'm into. So whether that be like travel, cars, motorcycles, games, reviews of tech, or just anything that I'm interested in. This first video, I want to talk to you guys about the main thing right now that I struggle with my mental health, and that is worrying. So for me, I'm a high functioning person, and I can function really well in environments, in different environments. So with that being said, I typically can get work done, but obviously we know that when you're working on teams or you're working just in life in general, you can't always do things on your own. But I'm the type of person that always wants to make sure things get done, and if I see other people struggling with it, I try to do it myself, and that doesn't always work. So I worry about any and everything. I worry about my mother as she's getting older and her health. I worry about my friends. I worry about my loved ones. I worry about money. I worry about my future and if the things that I'm doing right now are the right things to be doing. And I've realized that worrying doesn't really help anything. And so I took a mental health class last summer. And one thing that we learned in that class was that when you worry, or typically humans worry about things that we can't control in that moment. So my takeaways from that are, if I'm worried about money, which is something that a lot of people worry about, I kind of just let go and let God kind of guide me to whatever it is that I need to get me to that next step. So I've taken that kind of premise and applied it to every other thing in my life. So if I'm worried about whether or not I'm going to be able to go to school, or if I'm going to have enough money to pay my rent, or if my mom is going to be okay or not, or if this girl likes me, or whatever the case may be, I put my best foot forward to make it known that this is my intention. And then after that, I just kind of let God kind of direct me to whatever it is that I need, or whatever that next step is supposed to be for me. Because I've found that if you worry about things, one, it stresses you out, and stress is has been connected to heart disease or heart problems, and a bunch of other health problems. So if it's something that I cannot control in the moment, I am intentional about saying like, hey, this is what I want. This is the outcome that I want. This is what I'm trying to go for. And I just kind of let it go and just let whatever happens happen. So with that being said, it's a struggle. It's a daily struggle. Sometimes it's an hourly struggle. But I think the more you talk about it, the more you think about it, the more mindful you are about it when you are worrying, you find ways, or you find tools to kind of help you mitigate it, or weather that storm, or ride that wave, and you just kind of keep going. This mental health thing is not a master. Like, you don't master it. It's a craft in a way. And what I mean by that is that you continue to build on the things that you've learned, the things that you're doing in the moment right now, the things that work well for you, or the things that don't work well for you. You learn from it and you continue to adjust, because we go through life and our lives are continuously changing. So the things that we might be worried about, or the tools that we might use to help us today, might not be the same for tomorrow. So I think that's the biggest premise I want you guys to take away from this first video, and not worrying so much. And if you are worried, just try to let go and believe in whatever the process is. Trust in yourself. and trust in the tools that you have around you to get you to whatever that next step is, or to get you to whatever that is that you're worried about. Yeah, so I'm gonna be doing one of these videos for now once a month. And I'll have like a different topic. These aren't gonna be, as I kind of get comfortable in the beginning, they're not gonna be super duper long, but eventually they will, as I start to kind of flesh them out and figure out like what I want to do with them. But yeah, until next month, see you guys next time. Like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.